During my orchid adventures, I do have to tell you, I've been to so many different locations, too many to count, events. I've been to orchid auctions, I've been to orchid nurseries, you name it, I've been there. And I have to tell you, I've been having such a blast of a time because I have met so many phenomenal people and I have seen so many amazing orchids. Orchids that absolutely blow your mind. And just as soon as you thought you've seen all the orchids there is to see, trust me, there's about a million more, or probably a gazillion, kabillion, infinite number more that you have not yet even discovered. So indeed, the journey and the mission always continue. So in this video, I want to show you some Vandas that absolutely have blown my mind. They are so phenomenal, so unique, and so out of this world. So I'm going to show you them, and I want you to tell me exactly what you think of them. Then of course, tell me some Vandas that you think are absolutely out of this world as well. So let's go ahead and get it started, and let's do it right now. And these are the very famous species, Philippinensis, right here. So gorgeous. Look at that amazing color combination right there. Look at the very unique blooms. So amazing, so beautiful. And what an abundant amount of blooms. Countless right there. This is the very famous Philippinensis. And right here, folks, is a beautiful retusa right there. Look at all those beautiful miniature blossoms. Look at those spots and the patterns on here. Very nice color. Wow, what a bloom spike filled with all of those blossoms right there. Simply amazing. Let's get a better view of the 4 spikes that this Aerides odorata has produced for us. Indeed, quite an abundance of blooms, very spectacular and unique looking, and of course, let's not forget, also very, very fragrant. But if we get a closer look at its blooms, you will see exactly how unique in its formation it is. As you can see, they have miniature little petals and sepals, a very nice white and also that light magenta. And appearing right here, if you look, that hook shape might seem to be the actual lip or throat area, but it is not. Let's take an even closer look. Because if we take a hold of that hook shape, we will actually see the pollen cap. And there you go. That's where the inner throat area is, right there. Do you see it? So in actual reality, that hook is the spur of the blossom. So indeed, these very miniature, very waxy, fragrant, and unique looking blooms are quite amusing to look at. And look at this right here. This is a very nice Trichoglottis. Of course, an amazing striped pattern. And you can look at that tongue and see how very unique that tongue and lip is. Definitely a very nice and interesting orchid right here, this Trichoglottis. And oh me, oh my, what a spectacular view from where I am standing. If you guys look, this Vanda bloom right here is so very stunning. Now the Vanda bloom is only about 2 inches in diameter, but as you can see, so many blooms on this spike, it definitely makes up for the size. I am counting about like 15 or 16 blooms on here. Definitely spectacular, a legion of beautiful blooms. Quite stunning, has me mesmerized every time I look. And I have to tell you, this Vanda right here surprised me with such a deep, wonderful, and very rich color. Now, to my understanding, even as deep as this burgundy red is, when it becomes a little bit older, you will actually begin to see a tinge of orange, and you will have quite a spectacular variation of colors within this bloom spike. So indeed, quite a beautiful process this Vanda bloom does go through. Now let me go ahead and show you my most favorite feature of this bloom, and you tell me if you see exactly what I'm seeing as well. And I have to say, this is a very unique looking tongue in the regards that it definitely has that split right there. But not only does it have that split right there, it also has the shape of a fishtail. And actually it looks like a little mermaid's tail. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at that. There it goes. Just waving its little mermaid tail. How wonderful and very fun. I definitely believe this is one of my favorite features of this very unique orchid right here. So unique and so beautiful. You can look at it from any angle and see the uniqueness of how this bloom is formed. Absolutely spectacular. And also the color on this is quite superb. It's that alba green, but not just an alba green, it has a frosty, creamy color. And what's so amazing about this is that it is also semi-transparent. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Do you see that? Do you see the translucentness right there? Right there. How amazing is that? And that's why I love this bloom so much. And take a look at this. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful Angraecum right here. A specimen size, and as you can see, just an abundance of blooms right here. Indeed, a gorgeous, gorgeous specimen. What a sight to behold. And the blooms on this thing, oh my, you see my hand, right? This bloom is actually huge. A star-shaped, phenomenal, beautiful, beautiful alba-colored blossom right here on this Angraecum. And if we take a closer look at these very beautiful blooms right here, you are seeing that they are very nice sized, about 3.5 inches on each bloom. Also, one of the spectacular features is the color combination, because you are going to see a range of colors. As you can see on her petals and her sepals, you are noticing that light, very lavender pinkish color. But if you go down to the bottom petals right here, you are seeing that nice pristine white in there as well. And going on to her skirt, you are seeing that light lavender magenta color. Then it gets a little bit deeper magenta right here, blending into quite a spectacular red throughout. And deep within the throat, you are seeing that nice yellow. Indeed, a quite spectacular rainbow of combination of colors right here. Spectacular and very beautiful. And I have to tell you, I love the frill, the bells, and the whistle on this gal. And I have to say, she is quite prim and proper, reminding me of a very beautiful and elegant princess. And the structure of this orchid, once it becomes mature and well established, can actually have a clumping nature, where you can find this out in the wild growing into such a massive size. This is quite a beautiful species orchid. And even when in bud, this orchid has such a unique shape. Look at that. Look at those buds right there. You're definitely seeing a moon shape and also a hook at the bottom of the bud. Definitely quite a nice treat, even when in bud, folks. So as we're taking a look at the shape of the bloom, you're definitely still seeing that hook shape kind of coming forward in front of the bloom. So very unique in shape. And then as we take a look at the actual bloom itself, colored in that very nice pristine, very clean white. And then you're noticing nice magenta markings on the outer area of the tip of the petals and sepals, and also within the inner area of this balloon shape right here. And if we take a look, we're asking, where are their reproductive organs? Oh my gosh, we have no shame at all. We want to see it all. Well, what a surprise this orchid has, because this balloon shape, or this round puffy shape, is actually somewhat of a shield, because hidden behind, peekaboo, right there. There you have it. And looking in, that's the throat area right there. So how amazing is that? How amazing indeed. I am just so shocked at how unique this orchid is. The spike on this Rhynchostylis is just so absolutely magnificent. And the color is such an amazing fiery red. So bright, so true is this red. And if we take a close look at that tongue and lip area, quite a nice color and a pattern there as well. And if we take a close look at the upper petals, you're also noticing a slight pattern in there also. So definitely such a beautiful orchid blossom right here. And last but never least is this Vanda Roebling right here. This orchid is indigenous to the island of the Philippines. And will you take a look at those unique formations right there? Look at that tongue. Oh my goodness, look how it splits and then fans out to the side. How gorgeous is that? There you have it, folks. Those are top on my list of the most unique Vandacious orchids. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because as you guys know, there are so many varieties of Vandas out there, and I sure would love to hear from you guys on what you believe is the most unique Vanda out there. Please let me know, especially if I don't know about them, because I do want to do my research, and who knows, I might even add that orchid to my list. And also a very big shout out to Mr. Stuart of Mainly Vandas, who is a close friend of mine, also an orchid addict and an orchid lover, and what I consider my Vanda coach. If you guys didn't know, you need a Vanda coach in order to grow your Vandas successfully. Well, not really, but I'm telling you, it sure does help. So if you guys want to know some Vanda secrets, some tricks, and some tips on how to grow Vanda successfully, you guys need to check out his channel, and he is on Mainly Vandas. So indeed, I'm going to go ahead and post the link right above, and then I'm also going to post that link below as well, so you can definitely get in contact with him, and also check out his gazillion gabillions of Vandas that he has. Indeed, join our Vanda team. Go Vandas! I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid adventures, and I thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to share this information with you. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you guys like this video, please be sure to like, share, and also subscribe. Join me on Facebook at My Orchid Adventures, and again, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys later, and I'll also grow with you guys later as well. Bye-bye for now. Mwah.